guys, I'm Kara. Welcome to the weekly update. Today we have a lot of fish that came in and I'm going to go over them with you guys. Lots of cool freshwater fish came in and I know a lot of cool saltwater fish came in. I'm going to have Richard help me show the saltwater fish and we might even bring in our little coral specialist to help out. So before I get into the fish though, let me show you some tanks that came in. So we got in 2 Red Sea tanks. The first one is the Red Sea Max E260. And this is a complete kit. It comes with the lights, the filter is built into the back of it, tank, and the stand. One thing you should know with Red Sea tanks is they're low iron glass, which means the glass is clear. You can see better through it. Kind of feels like you can't even see the water in there, it's so clear. And also you get freebies with these tanks. A hat, water bottle, and flip-flops. That's pretty cool. But then we also got the 750 extra large reefer, which is about 200 gallons. And this one has a sump instead of a filter built into the back. And it's actually a full glass sump, which is pretty cool. It's also got an auto top off and it has that same low iron glass with the beveled edges. So definitely come in and check out these tanks because we actually haven't had them in the store in a long time. So the first thing I wanted to show you guys are coolie loaches. We have finally dedicated a system to loaches so that you guys can actually find them in the store and we are able to catch them. So we have golden coolie loaches and these are red coolie loaches. And there are other types of loaches that I got in too. So definitely come check these out if you've been looking for them. Next up are Venezuelan red sailfin cories. I've never seen these in the store and I saw them on the list and I thought they sounded awesome. They're a little pale right now since they're in the bag, but just Google how they look. I mean, they're so beautiful. So I got these in, I think 2 weeks ago, and they went really fast. So I got more. These are tiger Endlers. Unfortunately, I am only able to get males, but they are phenomenal little nano fish. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for these to be back in stock, so we have baby electric blue Jack Dempseys. Got quite a few of them. I got more neons in stock, but this time I got jumbo neons, so they're a lot bigger than the normal neons that I get, and they look awesome, and there's 50 of them. I've also got 2 ghost knives, black ghost knives. These guys are really cool. They get big. You can train them to hand feed out of your fingers, which I think is really fun. I've only got 2 of them, but I've got 2 really good-sized iridescent sharks. These guys get big, so you need to make sure you have a really big aquarium for them, but they are super beautiful and really elegant when they swim. These I'm really excited about. These are tiger striped silver dollars. They look so much different than a normal silver dollar. Their body shape is like wider, taller, and they have really cool defined stripes on them. And there's a neon in the bag with them, so that's pretty cool. I also got in 3 really large fire eels, and they have phenomenal color and really good size to them. So definitely come see these guys even if you don't get them because they don't come in looking like this very often. These are large male red Empress Cichlids, and I mean, again, it's one of those fish you need to Google to see what they turn out looking like. They are just now starting to get in their color and turning into that beautiful fish that they are. So if you're looking for like a showpiece cichlid in your African cichlid tanks, this is the one to get. This is something that people always ask me for, and I never thought I'd be able to get them, but they were available this week. These are a type of Synodontis catfish, but what's special about them is that they're actually large. Normally I only am able to get them in about 1 inch to 2 inches, but these guys are about 5 inches I would say. So if you've got big African cichlids already and you wanted to add a Synodontis, now is the time to get these guys because they are big. It's been a while since I've been able to get any sort of fancy goldfish in, but I finally got some. So I was able to get some red and white orandas, and I was also able to get some assorted short-tail Ryukins, and both came in looking fantastic. I think this is probably the most exciting thing in the shipment, but I was able to get Discus finally. I know a lot of people have been asking and waiting for them. I am finally able to get them. I'm gonna hang on to these guys for a couple of days to make sure that they're eating well and doing okay, but I'm able to get them, so if you've been waiting for them, please contact me and I will order you some. We also got in some really special koi. These are Japanese A-grade koi. I'm gonna hand it over to Hayden to explain to you guys why they're so special.
Hey guys, it's Hayden, also known as the Little Coral Specialist. I'm going to tell you a little bit about these awesome koi that we just got in. So these are the Japanese A-grade koi. What makes them so cool is that they're actually from Japan, and they've been hand selected since they were born, basically. They've been culled, which is where the bad ones are removed. They've probably been culled 30 times to get these fish. What makes them different from American koi is their head shape is actually different. The Japanese koi have more of like a Lamborghini style head, whereas the American koi are more rounded. They're very cool.
So that's all I'm going to show you for freshwater. I'm sorry they're still in the bags. I'm working on it. Come in tomorrow. They'll be more colored up and way more fun to look at. Now we're going to move on to Richard, who's going to show you saltwater fish.
Hi guys, we're here for this week's saltwater update. Before we get started on the fish, I wanted to remind you that Hayden's got in a bunch of new corals that the camera won't quite pick up the true color on. It's best to come visit and see them in person. Without further ado, because who has time for ado, let's talk about some saltwater fish. This is known as a Valentini Puffer or a sharp-nosed puffer. They're in the Toby family. They are not good for reef tanks. They tend to love to nip at soft corals, but are great for fish-only tanks. Lots of personality, and they enjoy watching you watching them. And here we have one of many blue Regal Hippo tangs we got in this week. This one's hanging out with a little baby Koran angelfish. Both of them very cool fish. The Koran cannot go in a reef tank, but the blue Hippo can be in a fowler tank or a reef tank. Here we've got a pair of lightning maroon clownfish. These are a designer type of maroons. Been on the market for a few years, are now becoming more affordable. Very good looking fish, very unusual. There's a little Taminiensis Tang peeking out from behind the rock. Of course, we're talking about him. He's going to swim back there. We may never see him again. This is Thalassoma brownfield or Brownfields Wrasse, commonly known as the slippery dick wrasse. Apparently someone has a sick sense of humor. This is a juvenile emperor angel or emperor otter. As he becomes an adult, he'll lose his fingerprint coloration and end up having yellow and gray racing stripes with a huge black mask. Who is that masked man? This is a spiny box pufferfish. Beautiful little burr fish coming out of the Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic area. This would have been an awesome addition for someone to take home, but Gracie jacked it the second it came in. Way to go, Gracie. And now that Gracie has one, if you decide you want one, we can order one in for you, because we're only allowed to have one per tank. All right, these guys are Leopard Wrasses. They are very cool little reef fish. They love to hunt for bugs and pods, little tiny shrimp and worms, and they will bury themselves in the sand. What's funny is they will maintain island time for many, many months, going to bed very early and getting up very late. All right, we got in a huge shipment of cleaner shrimp and the blood red or fire shrimp. They've been hard to get lately, so if you were looking for some, now's a good time. Both of these guys have the long white antenna, and that indicates to fish that they are a cleaner and they are there to help. They will eat parasites off of the body, out of the mouths and gills of fish, and you'll actually see fish waiting in line to get cleaned by these guys. All right, these guys are known as engineer gobies, and they've got that name for a reason. While they look like cute little eels, they will dig out underneath all of your rockwork and cause avalanches if you're not careful. Full grown for these guys can get to be almost 3 feet long, and they won't be near as cute then. This is a blue angel coming out of the Caribbean. Beautiful fish. This is a juvenile color form. As it gets larger, it will lose those stripes and end up getting very exaggerated streamers. They're almost identical to the queen angels, and unless you see them side by side, it's easy to mistake them. He is a coral eater, although his favorite thing to eat is sponges. They develop immune systems from all the toxins from the sponges they eat, kind of like the capsaicin in peppers can jack up our immune systems.
Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, Follow us on Facebook and enter our giveaway. We're giving away a 90-gallon aquarium this month. I think it's either a standard or a non-drilled. So go to our website. It should pop right up, and you can enter all the different ways. I think there's a lot of different ways to enter, so you'll get lots of entries. So definitely go enter for that. That's going to end on the last day of this month, and then we'll draw for a winner that day. And that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.